You won't believe how AEW Fight Forever fell short of existence. The AEW Fight Forever game, the highly anticipated release upon all current platforms, has failed to meet expectations. Mate, this game was hyped. I've come to the conclusion that this game has failed to put anything forward for the remaining duration of its buyers. I mean, it was even free on PSN in the UK last month. When it comes as free on PSN, that's when you know as a consumer that is hot doo-doo. And to be honest, the devs aren't even bothered to make future installments. And if they do, it's just adding a wrestler. Ukes and THQ Nordic are behind this game. You know, the Ukes that made all your favourite wrestling games like, well, I don't know, all the SmackDown vs. Raw games, the Here Comes the Pains. One of the main reasons for AEW Fight Forever's decline was the gameplay of random wrestlers that don't even make an appearance on TV anymore. The shoddy controllers, which to be honest, I couldn't make head nor tail of. The modes which were so lackluster and boring and had nothing to it. The entrances, mate, I could go on moaning. But I'll be honest, I don't like a moan as much as the next person, but when a game is borderline promised to be the next best thing, when it really isn't from a wrestling fan standpoint, it's utterly futile. Now, I'm not a graphics nerd when it comes to games, far from it in fact. I play JRPGs which, to be honest, in the graphics department all look the same really. I'm really all about a great story for a game to propel me forward, but these graphics were awful. I'm not saying they were awful in a way where the game is unplayable, but awful in a way where I know everyone says, the graphics are like a PS2, but these graphics really looked weird. A bit jarring, if you will. A bit like you don't know if that's supposed to be a certain wrestler or their backs have just exploded. A bit sort of blur, you know? Now, down to the modes. Like I said before, they were so lackluster. Blood in wrestling games is cool and all, but like my best mate always says, it doesn't need to be all the time, you know? It kind of devalues a match when it's just chucked in there for straight away for colour effect. One mode that sticks out to me was the exploding barbed wire match. Rolls off the tongue that, doesn't it? There's also Road to Elite, which to be honest is just career mode. But that is so lackluster as well, with hardly any memorable story and reason to play the game. You can get gold wrestlers, okay. I don't understand why they put the gold wrestlers in, but it's in there. And not to mention the creation suite, which to be honest is so bad. I don't even want to go on about it. You have to play it to believe it, and that's about it from memory. There's not enough there to hark back to friends and say, oh, have you played this mode? There's nothing. There are some people out there with friends and surely want to flap their gums to their mates about certain wrestling matches they've had, who has this title. I mean, you can do that in AEW Fight Forever, but it's not a prestige that a wrestler has. It's just sort of there. One of the main reasons why this game and future of the company is in dire straits is because if you were stupid enough, like myself, to purchase an elite edition of the game, only to be slapped in the face by the no-show of content, then you will understand my frustration. I need to calm down, man. Share your thoughts down below. I'm not usually one to ask this, but I want a bit of discussion going on in the comments, you know? You may really like the game. If you do, that's great. But for me, this has become a laughing stock in wrestling gaming history. I never usually get this heated, but when I want a wrestling game as a whole to succeed, I will talk. If you want more content from me, then please subscribe down below as well. Until next time, peace.